Brooklyn. Do you got that script? So he was doing a lesson in the old gym, and he's just now turning his net down. There's 30 people that are trying to play basketball. What do you got to do? I got
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Harrington Center here on campus of Mount St. Joseph University, virtually, of course, for tonight's Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference matchup between the visiting Grizzlies of Franklin College and your Mount St. Joseph Lions. My name is Blake Watson. I'm Sports Information Director here at Mount St. Joseph, and I will be bringing you your play-by-play action of tonight's contest. The Lions and Grizzlies come in with matching 6 and 8 marks on the season. The Lions a half game ahead in the HCAC standings. Right now, the Lions sit in 5th place and the Grizzlies in 6th, with about half of the HCAC schedule having been played. The Lions come into the game after a 66-54 win on the road at Earlham on Saturday. The Lions have played pretty well in the last 3 games. An 82-58 win over Manchester. A relatively close loss last Wednesday night here in the Harrington Center to number 3 Transylvania. And then that win against Earlham on Saturday. The Lions come into the game led by sophomore Madison Drummonds, who is averaging 14.2 points a game and a big 8.2 rebounds, leading the team in both categories. Drummonds has done so while being extremely efficient. Shooting 40% from the field and 68% from the free throw line. The Lions' other double-digit scorer on the season is Carly Mills, who averages 12.9 on the year. Mills is also the Lions' second leading assister. Mills comes into this game shooting 37% on the season, 38% on the season, 37% from 3. And a staggering 87% from the free throw line. For Franklin, they are led by freshman Jordan Kuhn, who averages 9.6 points per game. Out of the freshman out of Castle High School in Evansville, Indiana. We're going to step away really quickly. We'll catch back up with this as we honor Americans playing our national anthem. Fantastic rendition of the national anthem there by the Mount St. Joseph Band. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Grizzlies of Franklin. Number 1, a freshman, 5'4" from Speedway, Indiana, Camille Perry. At guard, a 5'7" freshman, again from Evansville, Indiana. We've already spoken about Jordan Kuhn, the Grizzlies' leading scorer. In the middle will be forward junior from Milan, Indiana, Cece Bailey, who stands 6 foot tall. The other guard, it will be a sophomore from Greensburg, Indiana, Taylor Cooney. And finishing out the starting 5 for Coach Johnson and the Grizzlies is 5'8" sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, Speedway High School, Maddie Barnes. And now the starting lineup for your Mount St. Joseph Lions. Starting at the point will be a freshman, 5'3" from Fairfield, Ohio, Carly Mills. Starting at a guard, a sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, Columbus Afrocentric Secondary, Anaya Murphy. Another guard from California, Kentucky, a junior, 5'8", Shelby Turner. The final guard will be a 5'7" senior from Highlands High School in Fort Thomas, Kentucky, Chloe Jansen. And in the middle, junior forward from Hebron, Kentucky, Connor High School, Madison Drummonds. Tonight's game will go a long way in seeding here for the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. I mean, both of these teams are alive and well. As the top 6 teams in the HCAC do make the postseason tournament. We're here starting the second run through the back half of the conference. For those who don't know, here in the HCAC we do play double round robin. Both of these teams will play each other, or will play the entire HCAC twice. So that we're heading into that second grouping here, which will help determine who is going to represent the HCAC in the HCAC tournament. So the teams are headed out to the floor now. Jumping at center will be Drummonds and Bailey. Ball is in the air. Franklin controls the tip. Perry with the ball. Up top being guarded by Mills. Perry left-hand dribble. Kicks it to the left corner to Cooney. Cooney dribbles back around, back to Perry. Perry looking for the ball screen from Bailey. Tries to force it in, gets knocked away by Drummonds. Cooney does come up with it. That'll go down as a turnover on Cooney, steal by Mills. Mills goes the other way, gets the ball to Anaya Murphy. Up and in for the Lions' first bucket of the game. 2-0 Lions. Good defense, good fast break there from the Lions. Perry comes the other way, left-hand dribble. Gets it in, gets it off to Barnes. Barnes to the top of the key to Kuhn. Kuhn back to Perry. Perry back to the top of the key, left-hand dribble, tries to get in the lane. Nice right-handed floater. Comes up a little short. Shelby Turner comes down with the board for the Lions. Turner the other way, gets it off to Mills. Mills head fake. Thought about going to the bucket there. Pulls it back out and resets the offense. Off to Murphy on the right elbow. High-low pass into Drummonds in the post. Ball's knocked away from Drummonds, but she gets it back. Lions working around the outside. Jansen, left-hand layup. Ooh, just rims out. Franklin with the board. That'll go down as a turnover on CeCe Bailey. She came down with the rebound, tried to pass it out there to Cooney, and it went out of bounds. Lions retain possession. Should be 20 on the shot clock, but we're going to set it to 30. Jansen gets the ball into Mills. Mills barking out instructions to the Lions. Gets it into Drummonds in the high post. Drummonds gets it to Murphy. Elbow extended. Murphy to turn it. Into the Drummonds in the post. Drummonds goes to the rim, little up and under action. Misses. Comes down with the offensive rebound, looking to go back to the glass. Nice little spin move there by Drummonds and lays it up and in. 4-0 quickly for the Lions. Franklin goes the other way. Perry, little probing dribble left. Gets it off to Cooney. Cooney step back. Little long there. Drummonds comes up with the board. Drummonds pushes it the other way. Gets it off to Murphy. Murphy tries to get to the bucket. Almost turns it over. Gets it to Mills in the post. Mills up, under, basket, and the foul. Big shot there from Carly Mills. Gets the foul called on Camille Perry and gets the bucket. So 6-0 Lions. Mills goes to the line. Checking in for Franklin will be Georgia Hanauer and Sarah O'Day. Taking a seat is Barnes and Perry. Mills goes to the line. Again, Mills, an outstanding free throw shooter. Makes the shot. 7-0 Lions. Cooney handling the ball, handling duties now. Gets it off to Kuhn. Kuhn, 19-footer. Misses. We're going to have a rebound to Shelby Turner and a foul on Franklin. That's going to go on CeCe Bailey. Loose ball foul on the rebound there. That's her first, team second. Mills handles the pressure pretty easily. Gets it off to Murphy on the right side. Jansen back at the top of the key to Mills on the left side. Looking for Drummonds in the post. Gets it back to Jansen. Jansen gets it to Drummonds in the post. Drummonds gets it to Turner in the corner. Not sure what that was. Turnover on Turner. Franklin quickly races the other way. Cooney, again, handling the ball, handling duties. Ball knocked away from by Anaya Murphy out top. Murphy coast to coast. Lays it up and in. Lions lead 9-0. Franklin timeout quickly. Just 6:50 left, or just 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I apologize. Into the first 3 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm struggling with the clock, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Into the first period, we have a Franklin timeout. We will step away as this also is a media timeout. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties getting back there. Franklin had the big three-pointer by Georgia Hanauer, and the Lions answered with a Jansen layup. There's a block shot late in the shot clock there by Drummonds. Drummonds also comes down with the board. Lions in possession of the ball. Drummonds in the high post. Nice little dump off to Mills. Lays it up and in with the left hand. Good offense there from the Lions. Franklin comes the other way. Bailey looking to go. The left-hand shot is bothered there by Drummonds. Drummonds gets another board. Quickly up the floor to Murphy. Murphy to Jansen. Lays it up. Just misses. Jansen comes down with the rebound. Out to Mills. Mills from three. Misses. C.C. Bailey comes down with the rebound for Franklin. Drummond's already with 3 boards in the game. Nice pass there. Going to get the first foul of the game on the Lions. That'll go against Anaya Murphy. It'll send Taylor Cooney to the line. Cooney, a 64% free throw shooter on the season. Checking in for the Lions is number 15, Carly Dalton, and number 33, Sienna Slaughter. Oh, and Morgan Jenkins, my apologies. Having seated Drummonds, Murphy, and Turner. Big minutes there from the starting group of the Lions. Cooney makes the first. Pulls the Grizz within 9. Cooney, little short on the first, gets the friendly roll. Or on the second, I apologize, gets the friendly roll. Mills pushes it up the floor, gets it to Jansen. Jansen to Jenkins in the corner. Lions went a little quick there, got themselves in a tough spot. Jansen almost turns it over, gets it to Slaughter in the high post. Cross court to Dalton. Dalton dribbles in right hand, layup, misses. Barnes down with the board for Franklin. Quickly up the other way. Barnes with the ball between the circles. Off to Cooney. Cooney right hand dribble. Nice little pass into C.C. Bailey. A nice little bounce pass there. We'll get it off. Foul on Sienna Slaughter. C.C. Bailey, a 63% free throw shooter on the year, so thus far Franklin sending good free throw shooters to the line. Checking back in for the Grizzlies is number 1, Camille Perry. Bailey dribbles, left-hand shot, leaves it short. 4:31 left here to go in the first. Lions lead 13-5. Bailey steps over the second. Left-hand shot. Drains it. Mills races the other way now. Cross court to Jansen. To Jenkins in the corner. Jenkins, nice pass to Slaughter. Slaughter lays it up. Gets the roll. Nice play there by Jenkins and Slaughter. Slaughter did a really good job of not putting that second foot down to travel. Oh, Perry with a nice crossover out top. Kicks it to the corner. And Hernauer misses. O'Day comes down with the rebound. O'Day will go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws. That foul goes against Mills. Her first, team's third. Checking in for the Lions is number 5, Annabelle Williams. Mills will take a break. O'Day, a 63% free throw shooter in her own right, makes the first. Franklin chipping away at this Mount lead. Makes the second. Jansen, with Mills on the bench, will handle the ball handling duties. Jansen races up the floor. Ooh, gets away. Yeah, for a second I thought she was going to get away with the travel, but they ended up calling it. Could have been a held ball situation. I mean, the Franklin defender did get her hand on the ball, but it never left Jansen's possession. So, goes down as a turnover on Jansen. The first turnover of the game on the Lions. Second, I apologize. Perry off to Barnes. Barnes to O'Day. O'Day gets it in the middle of Bailey. Bailey lays it up and in up with left hand, misses. Chloe Jansen comes out with the board. Lions go the other way. Gets it off to Jenkins on the left elbow. Jenkins stops, pops, misses. Barnes comes down with the board for Franklin. Franklin the other way. Hanauer to Perry at the top of the key. Goes around a pick from Bailey. In with the right-handed layup. Misses. Bailey comes down with came down with the board. Knocked away from her. Franklin does regain the loose ball and will reset. Perry tries to, nice play, gets it into Hanauer. Hanauer puts it up, misses off the side of the backboard, gets her own rebound. Back to Perry. Perry to Bailey. Bailey gets it up and in, and the foul as the shot clock was about to expire. Franklin, good job playing to the very end of the shot clock. Checking in. That is the second foul on Sienna Slaughter, so checking in will be Emily Elliott, number 34. It's the fourth team foul on the mount. Bailey knocks it in. So 4-point game. Lions had a big lead early. Franklin just keeps chipping away. Morgan Jenkins walks it across. Gives it to Dalton. Dalton looking for Elliott. Top high post. Para cuts around her. Gets it off to Jansen. To Jenkins. Jenkins to Elliott in the post. Elliott back to Jenkins. Jenkins to Jansen. Resets everything. Elliott coming out for the high ball screen. Jenkins stops. Pops, misses. Coming down with the board for Franklin is Jasmine Walker. Franklin quickly goes the other way. Barnes in. O'Day from the corner. Misses long. Annabelle Williams comes down with the board for the Lions. Tries to throw it up the floor to Jansen. Probably a bit of an ill-advised pass. Not one you really need to make. Mills checks back in. Williams will take a break. Coach Elston want to have a little conversation with her about that pass. Franklin has the ball. 2 minutes to go in the first. Down by 4. Perry, left-hand dribble. Gets it off to the corner to O'Day, or Hanauer. Hanauer will travel with the pressure from Dalton. Checking back in for Franklin is Taylor Cooney. Jenkins will bring the ball up the floor. Gets it to Elliott at the top of the key. Elliott shoots the 18-footer, misses. Rebound ran down by Carly Dalton. Finds Jenkins. Jenkins misses. Ball will be out of bounds off of Emily Elliott trying to go for the rebound. Franklin gets possession. For Franklin, Perry walking it up. Around the pick. Picks up her dribble. Off to Cooney. Cooney back to Perry. Perry, nice crossover dribble. That ball should go to the Lions. Yeah, Cooney was looking for Walker in the post there. Had her defender sealed. Lions got good help from the backside from Dalton, forcing the turnover. So Lions get the ball back. It's the 5th turnover of the first quarter by the Grizzlies. Elliott in the high post yet again. Off to Jenkins on the left elbow. Elliott, nice pick and roll there. Ball stay with the Lions. Anaya Murphy checking back in. And Cece Bailey also checking back in. Dalton to inbound. That's a kick. Shot clock will reset to 20. Checking back in for the Lions will be number 23, Shelby Turner. Taking a break will be Carly Dalton. Turner to inbound. Gets it into Murphy. Murphy brings the ball to the top of the key. Gets it to Jansen. Jansen to Elliott. Elliott with the skip pass to Murphy. Murphy from 3. Oh, just long. Barnes comes down with the board for Franklin. Good job to get it off. But stolen by Anaya Murphy on the attempted outlet pass. Lions retain possession. Elliott in that high post. Oh, that's a tough call there. We'll get Chloe Jansen there on a moving screen. It's her first, team's 5th. Perry. Left-hand dribble between the circles. Gets it off to Cooney in the high post. Cooney around a pick from Bailey. Trying to do a little pick and roll. Perry, nice move. Gets in with the left-handed layup. Murphy comes down with the board. 17 seconds to go. Nice drop off there to Carly Mills. Carly defended extremely well by the Grizzlies. They're racing the other way. That's O'Day. O'Day gets it off to Bailey. Bailey has the ball knocked away from her. Recovers and lays it up and in. So that we end the first period. Mount St. Joseph 15, Franklin 13. We'll be right back right after this. All right, we're back. Lions have the ball coming out of the second quarter. Back to the starting lineup for the Lions. Mills tries to force the ball into Drummond's there. Bailey comes up with the steal for Franklin. They're racing the other way. Got away with a walk there. Murphy comes down with the rebound off the missed layup. Murphy off to Mills on the left elbow. Just rims out. Drummond comes down with the board up. Misses. She believes she was fouled. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Grizzlies. Taylor Cooney bringing it up to the floor as Camille Perry is taking a break. Anaya Murphy playing good man-to-man defense. Gets it off to Barnes. Being guarded by Mills. Gets it to Kuhn. Kuhn back to Barnes. Barnes to O'Day. O'Day back to Kuhn. Gets it down to Bailey. Bailey to Barnes in the corner. Forces a pass into O'Day. O'Day lays it up and in with the right hand. And Franklin has come all the way back to side of this game. Lions led 13-3. It's now 15-15. Mount St. Joseph has not scored since the 4:22 mark of the first quarter. Going over 6 minutes now without a basket. Mills between the circles. Gets it off to Murphy. Murphy calling for a screen from Drummonds. Nice little step back there. Murphy misses. Franklin comes down with the rebound. Franklin gets it out. Almost turns it over there, Cooney. Now they do turn it over. Murphy back tip. Murphy racing the other way. Gets fouled for sure. Good play there by Franklin to not give up on it and stay in the game or stay in the play. That'll send Anaya Murphy to the free throw line. This will be only the Lions' second free throw attempt of the game. Murphy is a 71% free throw shooter on the season. Only 5 of 7, though. Make it 5 of 8. There is a lid on that basket right now for the Lions, that's for sure. Just need to see another one go through the hoop. Murphy up. Misses. Makes it. I apologize. 16-15 in favor of the Mount. Perry has checked back in for Franklin. Perry, a nice little dribble, gets it off to Barnes. Barnes lays it up and in. That was way too easy for the Franklin Grizzlies. A little bit of penetration, a back cut, and a layup. Murphy to Turner at the top of the key. Turner turns it over. Kuhn looks like she wanted to race the other way. Lions almost come up with another steal for Mills. Barnes to O'Day. O'Day misses. Murphy comes down with the rebound for the Lions. Headed the other way. Murphy was looking for a secondary break there, but she backs it out to reset the offense. Gets it into Drummonds in the high post. Drummonds to Murphy. Jansen with it off the right elbow. Drummonds kicks to Mills. Mills, nice little step-in shot. Misses it. Mills gets the rebound back. Tries to get the shot up. Misses. Turner gets it. Lions reset the offense with 12 on the shot clock. Drummonds in the high post. Takes a 19-footer. Misses. Franklin comes down with the board. That's Kuhn on the rebound. Again, the Lions lid on the basket as we enter just under 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. So more than 8 minutes since the Lions' last field goal. That foul go on Anaya Murphy. That's her second, team's first of the second quarter. That'll send Murphy to the bench and Dalton back onto the floor. Checking in for Franklin is Georgia Hanauer. Having a seat is Kuhn. Perry gets it in to O'Day. Right back to Perry. Perry gets into the paint to Barnes in the left elbow or left corner. Misses. Jansen comes down with the offensive rebound. Almost travels. Gets it off to Carly Dalton. Dalton back to Jansen. Lions look to reset the offense. Mills to Jansen. Jansen Tries to force it into Drummond's. Ball knocked back towards Shelby Turner from the left elbow. Way long on the three-point attempt. The ball out off of the mount. Ooh, officials get together and they'll give it back to Mount St. Joseph. Couple smiles there from a couple of Franklin players, so I'm assuming they know that it hit off of them. So Carly Mills inbound. Baseline right, gets it into Dalton. Dalton back to Mills. Only 9 seconds on the shot clock. I'm not sure if the Lions know it. Jansen gives it off to Mills, top of the key. Mills is going to have to pull, step in the shot. Misses long. Perry comes down with the board for Franklin. Off to Hanauer. Hanauer gets into the paint. She was cut off well there by Carly Dalton, but Hanauer did a great job of stepping back and making that shot. So Grizzlies have extended their lead to 3. Shelby Turner off the right elbow. Gets into the Drummonds in the paint. Drummonds to Dalton. Dalton gets away with a travel. And dribbles right in and lays it up and in. First field goal for the Lions in almost 10 minutes of action. And still only trail by 1. Perry. Right-hand dribble around a screen from Bailey. Gets a bounce pass into Bailey. Bailey lays it up and in with the left hand. That high ball screen action is really tough for the Lions to defend. So we're going to have a timeout by the Mount. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. I think it's got to be pushed to the media. All right, we're back. Morgan Jenkins with the ball. He just checked in for the Lions. Gets it to Dalton in the corner. Dalton to Mills. Mills to Jenkins. Jenkins to Dalton down the baseline. Dalton lays it up and in. Ooh, gets hit right across the face in that layup attempt. Carly Dalton to go to the line. Foul go on number 22, Georgia Hanauer. That's her first, team second. She makes the first. And the second. Perry races the other way. Gets it off to Hanauer in the corner. Goes back to the top of the key, gets it off. Jenkins steals it. Jenkins races the other way. Nice layup, up and in. Lions regain the lead, 22-21. Nice play there by Morgan Jenkins. Perry races the other way. Oh, tries to turn it over, or get it off, and passes it right out of bounds. I think she thought Hanauer was going one way, and Hanauer went another. So that ball will go back over to the Lions, and Perry will take a break. Brings back Cooney. Jenkins off the right elbow. Tries to go pass into Drummonds. We're going to get a travel. Coach Elson does not like that call. Cooney brings the ball up for the Grizzlies. Gets it off to Kuhn, being guarded by Jenkins. It's a good foul call there. Coach Elson doesn't like it, but it's a good foul call. That's fouls on Morgan Jenkins. Her first, team second. Checking back in for Franklin is Cece Bailey. O'Day takes it out, just left of the scorer's table. Gets it off to Cooney in the backcourt. Cooney brings it up. Dalton gambles on the steal. O'Day had a shot at pulling up there. Gets it off to Kate Breeden. Breeden to Cooney. Cooney back to O'Day. O'Day tries to get back to Cooney. Stolen by Mills. Mills races the other way. I don't understand where that foul wasn't called. That Mills had it knocked away from her, but there was definitely some arm got there. So Mills will inbound, baseline right. Gets it right into Drummond. Drummond's with the right-hand hook shot, misses. Bailey comes down with the loose ball rebound, and she traveled. She was hit in the face and still traveled. I'm not sure what happened on that play. So Mills will inbound, baseline right. Dalton has it in the corner, tries to go baseline, throws it away. Franklin has the ball back. Cooney bringing it up. Being guarded by Mills. Little token pressure. Another high ball screen. Gets Cooney free for the nice 17-foot jump shot from the left elbow. Grizzlies retake the lead 23-22. Mills to Drummonds on the right elbow. Drummonds hangs onto it as everybody moves around her. Gets it off to Jenkins at the top of the key. Gets it back to Jansen at the top of the key. Lions doing a good job passing it around. There's a foul there on a little reach on the entry pass. That foul's on Cece Bailey, her second, team's third. Checking back in for the Grizzlies is Perry. Bailey will take a seat with those two fouls. Mills gets it into Dalton. Dalton to Jenkins. Jenkins resetting the offense. They're trying to get the ball to Drummonds in the post. The outstanding defense there by O'Day from Franklin. Dalton with a long three. Misses off the glass. Perry comes down with the board for Franklin. Perry going the other way. Gets it off to Cooney. Cooney cut off from trying to go baseline. Perry backs out to reset the offense. Off to O'Day. O'Day being guarded by Drummonds. Nice little step back shot there by O'Day. Not much you can do about that one if you're Madison Drummonds. So 2:25 to play here in the first half. Franklin 25. Mount St. Joseph 22. Nice entry pass into Drummonds. Drummonds is blocked from behind by, I can't see that number, I apologize. But Perry goes the other way, and she's blocked by Jenkins. Mills gets it off to Drummonds. Drummonds lays it up and in. That block from Franklin, ladies and gentlemen, went to Kate Breeden. So we got a 1-point game here in the Harrington Center with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Perry has it for Franklin. Working on Mills. Gets it off to Cooney. Cooney, nice little pass down low to Breeden. Breeden lays it up and in. Franklin extends that lead right back to 3. Lions with the ball. Jenkins top of the key for 3. Bang! Morgan Jenkins bangs in the 3. 27-27, tying the game. Big shot there from Morgan Jenkins. Franklin tries to answer with Kuhn. She bangs it in herself. The teams are now trading three-pointers after the lids were closed on both these baskets most of the first half. They've opened up quite a bit over these last 4 or 5 minutes. Lions have the ball down 3 with under a minute to play in the first half. Jenkins tries to get it into Drummond's. Not a great pass there. A little too much air under that pass. So checking in for the Lions is Turner and Elliott. And checking back in for Franklin is Barnes. Mills inbounds the ball to Elliott. Back to Mills at the top of the key. Gets it to Jansen in the post. Jansen, low crossover, left-hand layup. Nice play by Chloe. Gets the Lions back with a 1. 42 seconds left. They did a good job there of going hopefully 2 for 1. Perry into the paint. Off to Barnes. Barnes tries to make that little dump down pass. Gets it back. Lions to steal. Mills goes the other way. Mills really wanted a foul call on that. She's not going to get it. Checking back in for Franklin is Jasmine Walker. Lions with the ball. Down 1. Gets it into Turner. Lions can almost take the final shot of the game. Jenkins takes about an 8-footer, misses it. Barnes comes down with the rebound with Franklin. Franklin can take the last shot if they want. They do not. Kuhn shoots it from the corner. Misses. Barnes down with the rebound. Kuhn gets another shot at it. Misses short. We're going to get a foul there on Jasmine Walker on the rebound attempt. Lions have 3 seconds left. Tries to get it. Yeah, they're not even going to get a shot off. Mills throws it up at the buzzer. Almost goes in. That was not a great look at 3 to end the quarter. As we head into halftime, Mount St. Joseph 29, Franklin 30. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes. Apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we were having some technical difficulties coming out of the quarter break. Franklin now leads 32-31. It'll go down as a turnover. Trying to get my bearings back about me. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Franklin inbound left. Barnes gets it in to Cooney. Cooney gets it across the timeline, being guarded by Carly Dalton. Cooney dribbles in, gets it off to Barnes. Nice switch there by the Lions. Barnes gets it back to Cooney in the corner. Gets it into O'Day in the post. O'Day moves around. Mills gets it up, misses, gets her own rebound, tries to kick it out. Stolen by Jansen. Jansen with the outlet pass, tries to get it to Nia Murphy. Pass a little too long. It'll go out for the Lions turnover. That'll be their 10th team turnover. Perry brings it up for Franklin, gets it off to Cooney. Cooney tries to get into Bailey in the post. Ball was knocked away by Mills. Lions get possession. Knocked away off of Bailey, out of bounds. Checking in for Franklin is Jordan Kuhn, their leading scorer on the year. Mills inbounds left, gets it back quickly, brings it across. Picked up by Perry as soon as she crosses. Gets it off to Murphy. Murphy to Jansen, looking in the paint for Sienna Slaughter. Jansen gets to the baseline, gets it to Mills, bangs it in. Carly Mills, a big three. Pushes the Lions ahead, 34-32. Franklin quickly races the other way, though. Kuhn with the ball, left elbow. Oh, tries to get it in O'Day. Slaughter almost makes a nice pass. Franklin tries to find Bailey in the high post. Gets knocked away, but the ball is out of bounds off the Lions. Perry will inbound, baseline right. That was a 5-second violation. It wasn't called, but Perry had to just chuck it in. Gets it off. Jansen with the steal. Gets it off to Murphy quickly. Lions try to get the other way. We're going to get a foul on Franklin. That foul will go on Sarah O'Day. That's her second, team's first of the quarter. We're having some shot clock difficulties. We'll go timeout, Franklin College. First timeout, second half. We'll get moved to immediate timeout. We'll be right back right after this. All right, we're back. We'll quickly go through our rundown. Obviously, we're going to go through the stats as they currently sit, not the first half as we would have done to lead into the second half. For Franklin, they currently have 32 points on 12 of 32 shooting from the field, good for 37.5%. Only 2 of 10 from 3, but 6 of 7 from the free throw line. They have 25 rebounds, 8 assists on those 12 baskets, 4 steals, 4 blocks, and 16 turnovers. Their leading scorer is Cece Bailey. Bailey is Barnes is the leading rebounder with 6. For the Mount, 34 points on 14 of 43, 32.6% shooting, but also 2 of 10 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Being out rebounded by just 1, 25-24 for the Lions. Lions 6 assists on their 14 baskets. 3 of those are to Carly Mills. They have 11 steals. Mills with 4, Murphy with 4, 3 blocks, and just 10 turnovers. The Drummonds leads the way with 6 rebounds. Lions get the ball in. Murphy has been fouled. The foul is on Maddie Barnes, her first, team second, sends Anaya Murphy to the line for a pair of free throws. Murphy. Oh, I apologize. It was a. But now they want to reset the shot clock. Not real sure what happened there. Having some conversation with the table, trying to figure out what the shot clock should be. Lions inbound. Jansen saves it back to Murphy. Should have been 24 on the shot clock. They set it to 20. Murphy gets hammered as she tries to shoot the shot. Ball glances out of bounds. Checking back in for the Lions, number 31, Madison Drummonds. Perry has the ball racing the other way from left to right on her screen. Has the ball between the circles. Left-hand dribble into the elbow area. Gets it off to Kuhn. Kuhn back towards the top of the key. Gets it to Barnes. Barnes to O'Day. Looking for Bailey in the post. Gets it to Bailey in the post. Bailey working against Drummonds. Bailey gets it off to Kuhn. Kuhn has a dead pivot there. Gets it to Bailey. Gets it back. Kuhn with a nice pass down to Perry. Perry misses the layup. We're going to get a shot clock violation. I really thought that official was going to come in and call that foul that was pretty blatantly missed on the Lions there. So the Lions have the ball back after the shot clock violation. Mills gets it off to Murphy. Looking for Drummonds in the post. Drummonds against Bailey. Kicks it to Jansen, top of the key. Little long. Dalton comes down the board. Dalton goes back up. Misses. Drummonds goes back up. Drummonds is fouled hard by Perry and Bailey. Were both there. I don't know who's going to get the foul called. They're calling it a number 2, but number 2's not on the floor. So the foul go on Camille Perry. That's her second, team's third. Sends Drummonds to the free throw line. Drummond's a 68% free throw shooter on the year. Misses the first. It makes her 32 of 48 on the year. Makes the second. Pushes the Lions lead back out to 3 with 5:12 left to play here in the first half. Or third quarter. Franklin gets it across. Perry to Kuhn. Kuhn being guarded by Mills. Nice little crossover by Kuhn. Gets it off to O'Day. O'Day to Perry, top of the key. Perry tries to go. Gets it off to Kuhn. Kuhn behind the back dribble. Gets it into the paint. Lays it up. Misses. Jenkins, who just checked into the game, gets the rebound. Gets it off to Drummonds. Drummonds to Jansen. Jansen lays it up and in. Nice little fast break there from the Lions. Pushes our lead to 5. That was a good time to throw that outlet pass. Perry gets it off to O'Day. O'Day, right-hand dribble to back towards the top of the key. Tries to get Barnes on a back cut. Barnes to Kuhn in the corner. Kuhn misses it short. Comes off. Defensive rebound. Team rebound to the Mount. Ball back to the Lions. We're going to get a media timeout here. We'll be right back after a short break. There's a Mount St. Joseph turnover. Franklin races the other way. Ball's out of bounds off Jansen. At halftime in Franklin, the Grizzlies lead the Lions 32-22. Lions again struggling to score on the road. There's a Franklin College foul on the inbound attempt. That goes on Barnes. Her second, team's fourth. Lions take it the other way. Mills gets it into Drummonds. Drummonds tries to go to the rim. Nice play there by Barnes with those two fouls to knock it away and not foul. Skip pass to Murphy from Jansen. Lions get it back to Mills to reset. Off to Jenkins. Jenkins to Jansen. Jansen to Drummonds in the post. Drummonds tries to go up to score. Nice block there by C.C. Bailey. Gets it off to Perry, who races the other way. Perry tries to go to the left hand. Murphy blocks it. Ball right back to Perry. Franklin backs it out to reset. Murphy playing a fantastic defense here tonight on Perry. Gets it into Barnes. That's a carry. Gets it off to the corner to Kuhn. Kuhn thinks about popping. Gets it off to O'Day. O'Day tries that little bounce pass in the lane that Franklin has scored some of these buckets on. Kuhn from deep three. Misses it. Jenkins comes down with the board for the Lions. Kicks it way up the floor to Carly Mills. Just out of her reach. Yeah, that was almost a nice little easy layup there. But again, probably, I like the aggressiveness from the Lions on these outlet passes, but probably not something you really need to do in a game where you're up 5. Get on the floor and get a good shot. Franklin has the ball. Perry will pick and roll with Bailey. Gets it off to Kuhn. Kuhn goes in, is hammered. No foul call. Drummonds comes down with the board. Outlet pass to Murphy. Murphy on O'Day. Stops, pops, drills it from about 8 feet off the left elbow. Anaya Murphy pushes the Lions up 7. Kuhn with the 2-point shot the other way. Answers right back. That's Kuhn's 4th and 5th basket of the game, or 4th and 5th point of the game. Murphy tries to get it into Drummonds. Bad pass over top. Give Barnes the steal. Franklin the other way. Kuhn trying to get into the paint. Does. Nice little right-handed floater. Just misses. Drummonds comes down with her 9th board of the ball game. Jenkins the other way. Mills, left corner. Gets it out to Murphy. Lions will pull it out and reset here. Murphy between the circles. Gets it off to Mills. Mills looking for Drummonds in the post. Gets it to Drummonds. Drummonds to Jansen, right elbow. Little long there. Murphy comes down with the offensive rebound. Gets a nice no-look pass into Drummonds. Drummonds misses. Bailey definitely affected that shot. Franklin comes the other way. O'Day off to Perry. Bailey setting up the ball screen. Tries to pass it into Barnes. Barnes unable to handle the pass. Ball goes out of bounds. So checking in for the Lions will be Shelby Turner and Emily Elliott for Drummonds and Mills. Turner inbounds to Jenkins on the right side of your screen. Jenkins brings it across the floor. Looking for Elliott in the high post. Elliott turns, faces, gets it to Jansen in the right corner. Jansen tries to go baseline, loses it out of bounds. Had Murphy there on the cut, just missed her. Or just didn't get an opportunity to get it to her as she went out of bounds. Perry works it across the floor with Murphy guarding. Gets it off to Hanauer. Hanauer still in the high post, being guarded by Elliott. Loses the ball for a second, able to get it back. Tries to get it off to Kuhn. Jenkins knocks it away. Jenkins tries to go coast to coast. Up, misses. Give Cooney the rebound for Franklin. Franklin goes the other way. Hanauer from right elbow 3. Big shot. Cuts it to a 2-point game with just over 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter of a fantastic basketball game. Jenkins to Jansen. Tries to get it to Emily Elliott in the high post. Elliott turns, shoots, misses. Franklin comes down with the board. Shot clock is off at this point. Perry with the ball, right elbow. Looking for the high ball string, gets into the lane, lays it up, and in at the horn. Franklin ties the score, 39-39. We head to the fourth, tied, 39-39 here at the Harrington Center of Mount St. Joseph. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter of action. All right, we're back here with the fourth quarter of action. All tied up, 39-39. Anaya Murphy, deep right corner, or right elbow three, misses. Turner saves it. Oh, nice play there, Lion. Turner gets it back in. The teams are fighting for the loose ball. Goes out of bounds off of a Franklin player. We do have a Franklin injury. I think we're going to get a sub here for Franklin. Barnes checks in for Perry. Perry able to get up and move off under her own power. Lions inbound the ball, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Nice pass to Jansen on the baseline. Jansen misses. Nice rebound there by Franklin. It's going to be a jump ball. Franklin does maintain possession there, but that was a nice effort from Cooney. Franklin inbounds. Barnes finds O'Day. O'Day gets it to Cooney. Cooney, the primary ball handler now with Perry out of the ball game. Cooney is being harassed by Murphy. Murphy doesn't like the call, but it's 100% a foul. That's her third foul, team's first of the fourth. I don't understand the shot clock issues tonight. It's been pretty rough. Inbounding for Franklin is Haynauer. Haynauer tries to get it to O'Day. Back to Haynauer. Gets it off to Cooney. Cooney between the circles, setting up the offense, being guarded by Jansen. High ball screen. Sienna Slaughter and Jansen do a good job of switching it. Get Bailey. Jansen does a great job of walling up on Bailey. Gets it off to Cooney. Cooney to Bailey. Bailey left-hand layup misses. Shelby Turner with a nice rebound. Carly Mills gets it. Gets a little push from behind. No call. Mills going to go coast to coast. Probably could have got another foul call. Missed it. Lions take the 41-39 lead. Cooney from three for Franklin. Bangs it in. Nice pass there by Barnes. Franklin takes the lead. Lions quickly the other way. Turner turns it over, trying to get the pass into the post to Slaughter. Bailey comes down with a loose ball. Franklin the other way. Cooney. Gets it into the paint. Cut off there by Turner. Back outside to O'Day. Being guarded. That's a travel. She traveled before she double dribbled, but we'll give her the double dribble call. Checking in for the Lions is Carly Dalton. Mills to inbound. Murphy coming back to help. Being guarded by O'Day. Just a little token pressure from O'Day. Not really trying to get the ball off of Murphy, just trying to slow down the shot clock. Jansen into Slaughter in the post. Slaughter travels. Checking in for the Lions is Drummonds. Checking back in, nice to see for Franklin is Perry. Having a seat for Franklin is Cooney. Having a seat for the Lions is Slaughter. Franklin inbounding, up 1 with just over 8 to play. Barnes gets it in to O'Day. O'Day back to Barnes. Barnes to Perry. And they'll break that token pressure from the Lions. Perry between the circles trying to set up the offense. Looking for a ball screen from Bailey. Gets it. Lions switch it well. Ball to the corner to Haynauer. That's a travel. O'Day in the corner. You're going to get Chloe Jansen on the foul there on the cut by Haynauer. That's Chloe's second, team's second. Haynauer tries to inbound and Murphy knocks it right back. Franklin gets the ball in the backcourt to Perry. Perry tries to get downhill on Mills. Gets it to Barnes on the baseline. Barnes picks up her dribble. Back to Perry. Perry picks up her dribble. Barnes in the corner. Nice little cut from Barnes. Comes up short on the shot. Tries to get it back into the paint to Bailey. You get a foul on Perry. Carly Dalton was trying to race the other way. That's her third. Franklin's first of the third quarter, or fourth quarter. Lions inbound. Mills into the backcourt. Breaks the pressure. Gets it to Drummonds. Drummonds hands it off to Mills. Mills lays it up and it just misses. Going to get a foul call on Perry. That's her fourth. Team second. Mills will go to the line to shoot a pair. Checking back in for Franklin at number 5. Kuhn and 20 Cooney. Obviously taking the break will be Perry, and joining her on the bench will be Haynauer. Mills dribbles twice, shoots, knocks in the free throw. Ties up the ball game at 42. And makes the second. Lions take the lead. 7-11 here to go in the fourth quarter. Cooney brings the ball up the floor for Franklin, being guarded by Murphy. Cooney, left-hand dribble, cut off by Murphy. Gets it over to Kuhn. Kuhn working against Dalton. Nice pass in the middle to Bailey. Bailey lays it up and makes it. It's a nice pass there by Kuhn. I really like the freshman's game. Lions quickly the other way. Jansen into the paint. Gets it off to Dalton. Dalton lays it up, misses. Comes down with her own board, lays it up, misses. Comes down with her own rebound, lays it up, and is fouled. That foul will go against Sarah O'Day. That's her third, team third here in the fourth quarter. It's quickly 3 team fouls here on Franklin. I played the first couple minutes without fouling, and then 3 pretty quickly. Dalton makes the first. Give Dalton 5 on the game. Misses the second. We're all tied up. Bailey comes down the rebound. It's taken right away from Carly Mills. Step back, shoots the 3. Just misses. Mills gets another board. Tries to get into the paint. Gets it off to Drummonds. Drummonds to Murphy. Lions smartly back it out and reset the offense. Fantastic effort there by Carly Mills to keep this possession alive for the Lions. Drummonds high post off to Murphy. Murphy right-hand dribble into the paint. stops, pops, misses. Lions come down with another offensive rebound. The foul's probably going to go on Bailey here for Franklin on a loose ball foul. Murphy comes up a little bit late for the Lions. Morgan Jenkins checks in. Checking back in for Franklin is number 22, Georgia Hainauer. Mills to inbound, baseline left, gets it into Dalton. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Lions. Dalton to Jenkins at the top of the key. Jenkins off to Jansen. Jansen looking for Drummonds. Drummonds to Mills. High ball screen for Mills. Mills to Jenkins. Jenkins tries to get into the post. Tries to get the ball in the corner to Jansen. Turns it over. Kuhn races the other way. Nice chase down block by Carly Dalton. Channeling a little LeBron James on that chase down. Franklin does maintain possession, though. Nice pass there by Hainauer. Gets it off to Bailey, who lays it up and in. Was absolutely fouled, but no call. Jenkins brings it the other way. Lions now trail by 2. Gets it into Drummonds. Drummonds with the handoff to Mills. Mills gets it up. Misses the left-handed layup. I assume they're going to call this a shooting foul. It is a shooting foul. That foul goes on Sarah O'Day, her 4th, team's 5th. That puts the Lions in the bonus the rest of the way. Checking back in for Franklin is Perry. O'Day and those 4 fouls will take a seat. Mills, exactly who you want at the line in this spot. Mills makes the first. Franklin now with a couple of their guards in foul trouble as Perry and O'Day both have 4. Mills, misses the second. Dalton was pulled down by her face on the rebound attempt. It was incidental, I believe, but, it happens. Took her a minute to get up. Kuhn, baseline shot misses. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Mount. Trailing by 1 with 5:10 to play. Mills brings it across to Jansen off the right elbow. Jansen back to Jenkins. Jenkins looking for Drummonds, gets it to Jansen. Drummond has Bailey sealed deep, but misses the shot. We're going to have a back-to-back jump ball. This one favors, obviously, Franklin. That takes us to our final media timeout of the evening. We'll be right back in about a minute and a half. All right, we're back here. Cooney gets it into Perry. Murphy, Gardner for 94 feet. Perry quickly gets it across the timeline. Gets it off to Kuhn. Kuhn, right-handed. Stops, pops. Misses. Mills comes down with a defensive rebound for the Lions. We're going to get a foul there on Mills. Is going to shoot a pair. Who's the foul on? Foul go down on 5. That's on Kuhn. It's 2 foul shots for Mills. Mills 4 of 5. We have some confusion as to what the call is. And again, Mills makes the first. Ties the game up. And the second gives the Lions a lead. Mills now 6 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. Perry brings it up for Franklin. Working on Murphy. Gets it off to Cooney. Lions switch that. Gets it off to Hainauer. Guarded by Dalton. Cooney gets it off to Perry. Perry to Hainauer from 3. She misses. Cooney comes down with the offensive rebound. Perry gets it into the paint. Back to Hainauer for another 3. And misses again. That's another big offensive rebound for Franklin. That one was by Kuhn. Perry to Hainauer. Hainauer spins, gets it back off to Perry. Perry guarded very well there by Jansen, so it'll be just 3 on the shot clock as the ball went out of bounds off of Jansen. There are only 3 on the shot clock for Franklin. Franklin has to put up a shot pretty quickly, gets it off to Hainauer. Hainauer gets it up. Another offensive rebound. Kuhn. Hainauer thought about another 3 opportunity. Gets it off to Cooney. Cooney to Bailey. Bailey back to Cooney. Cooney stops, pops from 15. And finally, Madison Drummonds comes down with the rebound. She's smacked in the head. No call. Lions race the other way. Jansen, Murphy. Murphy backs it out, reset the offense. Lions lead by 1. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drummond's in the high post. Drummond's nice pass backdoor to Dalton. We're going to get a foul. Dalton will go to the line to shoot 2. Fouls on 1. That'll be the 5th and final foul for Perry. Perry is fouled out of this ball game. Final stat line: 2 points, only 1 of 6 shooting, but 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal from her point guard position, and only 25 minutes of action. She had a pretty good game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Dalton shooting a pair. Makes the first, pushes the Lions lead out to 2. Dalton came into the game shooting only 27% from the free throw line, and she makes 2 big ones there for the Lions. Pushes the lead back out to 3. Cooney breaks the press. Oh, gets it taken away by Murphy. Murphy unable to secure the steal, but now she is. Murphy tries to make a little pocket pass to Mills. Ball glanced off of Mills' hand. O'Day races the other way, tries to get it to Hainauer in the corner. Ball knocked around. Cooney eventually runs it down for Franklin. Cooney, offensive foul there on Hainauer, drawn by Mills. Mills, I'm going to call that a good sail job by Mills on that one. So checking back in for Franklin, number 32, Barnes. Mills gets it across. Dalton skip past to Jansen. Jansen looking for Drummonds in the post. Jansen crossover, gets it to Mills. Mills to Murphy. Murphy for 3. Ooh, just long. Dalton hustles down the rebound in the corner, gets it to Jansen. Mills in the paint. Mills tries to lay it up and in. Nice play there by O'Day. O'Day and then comes down with the rebound after the block. Barnes the other way, gets it to Cooney. Cooney back to O'Day at the top of the key. O'Day rips and goes to the lane, lays it up with the left hand. No call. And she misses. Dalton comes down with her 8th rebound of the contest. Jansen brings it across. Jansen. Oh, yeah, that's a good call. Jansen got hit pretty hard there from Barnes. Again, no ill intent on the foul, but it was definitely a hard foul. Fouls on Barnes. That'll be Barnes' 5th. So the second Franklin player of the evening is fouled out. Barnes is still on the floor. We'll take a quick break. My apologies. That would be Barnes' 3rd foul of the contest. I was thinking 23 O'Day had 4, not Barnes. My apologies. So Chloe Jansen's to the line to shoot a pair. Makes the first. Pushes the Lions lead out to 4. I'm looking at some other scores across the HCAC. I'm trying to find the other women's scores. Jansen makes the second, pushing the lead out to 5. Lions continue that little bit of token pressure by Murphy. Franklin easily breaks it. Kuhn tries to go to the rim. Jansen's going to get called for the foul there. That'll send Kuhn to the line. They're going to call that on the ground. Oh, my. So they'll call that a foul on the floor on Jansen. Her 3rd, team's 3rd. Franklin gets it in. Cooney to O'Day. O'Day, nice little play. Lays it up and in with the right hand. Franklin turning up the defensive pressure. Mills gets it into Murphy, being guarded by Cooney. A little hand check there. Murphy races the other way. Cooney knocks it out from behind. There's still Hainauer races the other way. Going to have an offensive foul on Hainauer, drawn by Carly Mills. Yeah, that is her 3rd, team 6 of the quarter. Franklin, again with that pressure, down 3, just over a minute to go. Dalton has to dribble it across the timeline. Gets it off to Jansen. 20 on the shot clock. Being guarded by Kuhn. Jansen to Drummond's in the high post. Cuts off. Mills cuts off. Nice little backdoor by Mills. Lays it up and in. Big shot there by Carly Mills. Nice pass by Madison Drummonds. We're under a minute to play here. Lions lead by 5. Franklin the other way. O'Day, right-hand dribble in towards the paint. Knocked away by Jansen. Giving it to Dalton. Dalton races the other way. She smartly pulls it out. Mills wanted to go fast, and she's going to be fouled. It was really smart play to pull that out by Carly Dalton and waste a little clock. Get it back to Mills, who's one of the better free throw shooters in this conference. And and let her try to put this thing on ice for you. 37.3 to play here. Mount St. Joseph 53, Franklin 48. Mills at the line for a pair. Bangs in the first. Mills now with 17 points. 18 points, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, and 8 of 9 from the free throw line. 19 points in the game for Mills. Timeout from Mount St. Joseph. Mount St. Joseph's Maisie Elston. 37.3 to play. That'll be a full timeout here in the Harrington Center. We'll quickly run down these scores or run down these stats for the game. For Franklin, 48 points, 19 of 55 from the field, 4 of 16 from 3, 34.5% and 25% respectively. Very respectable, 6 of 7, 85.7% from the free throw line. After out-rebounding the Lions by 1 in the first half, they've been out-rebounded by 4 here in the second half. Rebounds total, Mount St. Joseph 43, Franklin 40. A positive stat for Franklin for sure. On their 19 made baskets, they have 13 assists. That's a very high number. They have 10 steals, 6 blocks, and 27 turnovers is a number that Coach will not be real happy with. Coach Jessica Johnson. They're being led in scoring by C.C. Bailey, 14 points. A pair of Grizzlies have 7 boards. Bailey and Barnes each have 7. For the Lions, 55 points, 8 of 63 shooting, 8 more shots they've taken than Franklin. That's big. They've also made 17 free throws to Franklin's 6. Franklin responds with taking the timeout of their own. So we got a couple more seconds here. So the Lions, 18 of 63 from the field, only 28.5%. 2 of 15 from 3, 13.3%. The big number for the Lions, those 17 made free throws. They've out-rebounded again, 43 to 40. 16 steals. Mills, Murphy, each with 5 steals in the game. That's huge. 6 blocks and only 20 turnovers for the Lions, which is a pretty low number the way they've played recently. Mills leads with 19 points. Drummonds with 10 boards. Franklin tries to inbound. Murphy knocks it away right out of bounds. 37.0 now on the clock. Haynard inbound. Gets it into Cooney. Cooney trying to go quickly. Step back, 19-footer misses. Drummonds with the rebound. Gets it to Murphy. We're going to have a foul on Haynauer. Again, 29.8 seconds on the clock. Shot clock is officially off. Murphy heading to the line to shoot 2. This is 2. Misses the first. Murphy makes the second. Gives Murphy 10 for the game. Franklin gets it in. Races the other way. Kuhn misses it or loses it. Yeah, gives it to Jansen. Turns her over, gives it up to Murphy. Murphy trying to lay it in. There's going to be an intentional foul called here on Franklin. Yeah, O'Day, who just committed her 5th foul. There was no ill intent, but it was definitely an intentional foul. Pushed directly to the back of a player, making a undefended layup. That'll always be called an intentional foul. So the Lions will have a pair of free throws here for Murphy and get the ball back. Murphy makes the first. Give her 11. And the second. Pushes the Lions lead out to 10. Back to the largest lead of the ball game. Lions have the ball back up, 58-48, 21.9 remaining. Jenkins checking in for Murphy. Oh, Dalton tries to get into the Jansen. It's knocked away. Drummond picks up the loose ball. We get a timeout from the Mount before the turnover. 17.3 here to play. 30-second timeout. Both teams with one timeout remaining. The arrow does favor the Mount should there be a jump ball. (58-48). Mount St. Joseph over Franklin. In Franklin, the Mount men are trailing by 13 with 9:02 to go in the second half. 51-38. Luke Collinsworth leads the way with 11 points. As Franklin just scores again, pushing their lead back to 15. Feels like every time the Lions make a little run there, Franklin has a big answer. Lions get the ball into Jenkins. Jenkins is going to dribble out the clock. Doesn't look like Franklin's going to foul here. That should take us to the final whistle. Jenkins does a good job of dribbling the ball out. 3, 2, 1, and we have ourselves a ball game. Lions move to 7-8 on the season, 6-4 in HCAC play. Now Franklin will move to 6-9 on the season and 4-5 in HCAC play. Lions are starting to assert themselves near the top of that conference, or not the top of the conference, as a legitimate HCAC tournament team. So the Lions will, continue to battle down the stretch to find their way into that HCAC tournament. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back to recap this game and hopefully soon be joined by a player from Mount St. Joseph and Coach Macy Elston. All right, we're back here to recap tonight's 58-48 Mount St. Joseph win over Franklin College. Again, moves the Lions to 7-8 overall in the season and 6-4 in the HCAC. Puts the Lions in a really good spot going down the stretch here to have an opportunity to play in the HCAC tournament. Finals from today's game for Franklin College: 48 points total as a team on 9 of 56 shooting, 34% from the field, 4 of 16 from 3 for 25%, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. They had 40 rebounds, split up pretty evenly amongst the players that played in tonight's game. Perry had 6, Bailey with 7, Cooney with 6, Barnes with 7, Kuhn with 3, Haynauer with 4, O'Day with 3, Walker with 1. Again, I'm very impressed with the 13 assists on the 19 made baskets for Franklin. Perry led the way with 4 assists. Barnes added 3. They had 10 steals on the Lions, 20 turnovers. Cooney had 3 of those. O'Day and Bailey each had 2 blocks. Their leading scorer in the game was C.C. Bailey with 14 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Haynauer and O'Day each had 8 points for Coach Johnson and the Franklin Grizzlies. For the Lions, 58 total points, 18 of 63 from the field. Again, another big number in this contest that Lions were able to take 7 more shots than the Grizzlies despite only out-rebounding the Grizzlies by 4. A lot of that goes back to the 28 Franklin turnovers. So 18 of 63 from the field, only 29% from the field for the Lions. 2 of 15 from behind the arc, 20 of 25 from the free throw line. Out-rebounded Franklin 44-40. And now we're going to be joined by the Lions' leading scorer for today's game, Carly Mills. Carly, congratulations on another conference win.
Thank you, sir.
It feels like you guys as a team are starting to figure this thing out. What do you think?
I think that we are starting to figure this thing out. Coach has really been honest about playing together in practice. We got to think about who we're playing with and know each person's role on the team, and I think it's really been beneficial for these upcoming conference games. So I think we're getting along here. Yeah,
I mean, we go back and look at the last few games. Obviously, this is 3 wins in 4 games, and the 1 loss was to Transy, and
yes,
obviously they're one of the top teams in the country. So it feels like you guys are really starting to figure it out. What was the key to your performance tonight, you think?
I think feeding off my teammates and knowing that they trust me enough to do what I can do, I think it really helps me with the confidence and making sure that I'm aggressive on the court.
Yeah, I mean, aggressive on the court, take 9 free throws tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we talk all the time about the fact that you make free throws. So that's big, and that is a sign of aggressiveness. My favorite stat of yours from tonight, 5 steals, and you know what I'm going to next, only 2 fouls.
That's a good one, ain't
it? Only 2
it?
fouls. Yeah, if you can play the way you and Anaya bringing the ball, when they're bringing the ball to the floor, if you guys are able to play as tough defensively as you are without fouling, we're going to be really tough to beat. I mean, you and Anaya combined for 10 steals.
Naya's been really consistent these last couple games, too, so that's really helping us as well. Another point guard out there really makes it helpful for me to not always have to do it as well. So I think we're working well together.
I completely agree. You guys have a good group of ball handlers now. You, Anaya, Chloe can handle the rock.
Yep.
Morgan comes off the bench and handles the rock.
And they're starting to get a feel for the game, too, so it's super helpful.
Well, congratulations. Fantastic win.
Thank you, sir.
Always fun to watch you play.
Appreciate that.
Now joining me is Lions head coach Maisie Elston. Coach, congratulations on another HCAC win.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not pretty, but we got it done, right?
Wins are wins in this conference, aren't they?
They are.
I mean, it might not have been pretty, but I was just talking to Mills. It seems like this team is starting to kind of figure itself out.
Yeah, I mean, and I keep telling them, like, we're lucky that we have a lot of really talented kids, right? because we've started to figure out how to win. Like, if this game would have been early in the season, I don't think we would have got it. And I think it comes with, honestly, like, I was telling them, like, Naya's worked it out. She's the last 3 games, she's really stepped up for us. And then Carly Dalton just works so hard. I mean, as a guard, she's got 6 offensive rebounds in a game. And at one point, she was the last kid back here, and she pinned someone against the backboard down there. And, like, they're the kids that help us win these games. You know?
I called it a LeBron James chase down block on the broadcast.
But then
we
don't follow her, and they get the rebound, and that's the stuff that's frustrating.
Yeah,
right?
There was that one possession where I think they had 4 offensive boards. Was it 5?
Yeah, and I called Chloe over, and I was like, hey, like, and that's the thing, and that's the thing with a team like Franklin. I think they're the hardest working team in our conference, and they're tough. Like, they get after you. And I told them that's how it was going to be. And honestly, like, I think we played pretty soft. I challenged our bigs. Like, they knew they were going to get hit. And I've got 3 really talented bigs. And it was like we couldn't get a shot up today without getting blocked or putting it on the floor and turning it over. And that's where we got to get better.
I feel like they're actually very similar to us in the fact that they work their tails off. Kids play hard most of the time.
Right.
What your point guard that just left? I mean, having a kid that can step to the line and knock down free throws to put a game like that's tight away. How important is that to a head coach?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, she does a great job. We know that. You know, she had a little bit of a quieter game last week against Earlham, and you know, the thing about Mills is when her shot isn't dropping, she does that. She gets to the line. She takes care of the ball most of the time, and that's all you can really ask of, you know.
I told her my favorite stat line, and you know I mess with every time I see her in the office, I give her a hard time. 5 steals, only 2 fouls.
Yeah, no, and that's great. Yeah.
You got 10 steals and 5 fouls from her and Anaya at the top of that, you know, your little token pressure.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, no, it is. And I'll tell you, I was worried. I was worried when Ellie went down because I had to put them 2 together, and they're usually only used to running that top spot. And I always give Mills a hard time about it. I say, you look lost on that side out there. We're just like running around. But no, she did a great job tonight. And I mean, Anaya's pressure was, I mean, priceless. They didn't want anything to do with her. So that helped us out a lot. So I'm really proud of him.
It's really nice to see Anaya starting to figure out how her game can translate to this college level.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she fits great into our system, right? Like, I think she fits great. And I think it just took her a while to get settled, work out our relationship, buy into what we're doing. And as soon as it clicked for us, so I'm super excited to see what she can do moving forward. I mean, she's our weapon right now, right?
So, congratulations on the win. Let's go get another one on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. We are done here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Lions 58, Grizzlies 48. We'll be back on the air Saturday with the Lions welcoming, oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank. That's terrible. Anderson, 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Men will play at 2, women will play at 4, and we'll have Dave Mitchell back on Saturday with the call for the Lions game. Thank you for tuning in.